What's going on, everybody? I'm back at you again with another video. I wanted to do a quick overview slash review of the Oculus Quest 2. I've been having trouble um, getting my bandwidth correct on the device. So when I go to the device, it's always showing my cord is being listed as or my input is being listed as USB 2 when it's actually a USB 3 connection that I got going on. So I'm at this point, I've tried everything. I'm not sure why this is, the case. I've done um, I've done tests, you know, outside of the Oculus's USB test. I'm plugging the cords into their USB 3.1 compatible cords and and inputs on my computer. I have a USB Type C connection on my motherboard that's supposed to be able to do, I think, a max of like 10 gigs or something like that, transfer speeds and or bandwidth or whatever. But for whatever reason, the Oculus software keeps recognizing my USB 3.1 ports and my 3.0 ports as USB 2.0 ports, and I have three different cables. We have some software at my job that allows us to see the data transfer rates of cords and stuff like that. So my cords are up to par, all even though they're not the official Oculus Link cable. So I did go ahead and order the official one just to see if that one works. But from what people were telling me online, they were saying that the it's something to do with the Intel chipsets that the USB ports use, that for whatever reason they're showing up as a USB 2.0. Some people said turning the cords around on the other side will work, or uninstalling the Windows driver and installing the Intel chipset drivers directly at work. I tried that. I tried about 10 or 12 different things. It just didn't work. So if I had to, rate something that's bad about the Oculus Quest 2, that would be it. So yeah, that if I had to rate something bad about it, that would be it. So far so good. And I wanted to go ahead and say that, you know how you get that Christmas feeling, when you get something new or whatever. I hadn't had that feeling in a long time, probably since I got my PS3. That was about the last time I had like a what we call it, like a Christmas feeling. So I've been having a lot of fun with this. I remember, like, I got my PS5 in December. I didn't have the Christmas feeling with that. When I got the PlayStation 4, I didn't have a Christmas feeling with that, because when we went from PS2 to PS3, like, the graphical leap was just like amazing, and the features that and the Xbox 360 had, it was like a whole other world. But the jump from PS3, to 360 to Xbox One, I'm not gonna say I didn't notice the difference, but it just wasn't it. I didn't notice big enough difference for it to feel like something new. And same thing with the PS5. I that we've had computers around for years that's capable of doing what the PS5 is doing. So I'm not impressed with that either. So this device here, this it gave me the Christmas feeling. You know, my kids, all of them enjoyed it. All of them enjoyed it. It's like you're immersing yourself in a whole another, like, different world. And so I want to give them a thumbs up on all the hard work they've been putting in on this device, and the apps and the videos and stuff like that. The YouTube VR is great. The free videos they got available to watch, in the TV section is great. So I do want to give everybody some tips when they if they on the edge about purchasing this or something like that. And if you are going to purchase it, I am going to go through some things to do, some things to, like, buy accessories and stuff like that are just mandatory for it. So if you're on the fence about buying this, I would say get off it and jump on it. If you get this, and if you're even remotely into gaming or something like that, this is gonna, if you haven't experienced this before, this is gonna change your mind. I'm not saying be on it for hours at a time or nothing like that, but you know 40, 50 minutes here and there, you're gonna get a great experience. The only thing about it is you kind of have to, unless you buy multiple, multiple devices, multiple, VR headsets. You have to share the experience one at a time. So it's not like buying a game and then everybody gets to sit around. If you're not playing it, at least you can spectate it. Although you can spectate it the screen if you're playing like on PC or something like that. If you're like streaming, but it's just not the same. Like having the head like watching people do videos of it on YouTube and actually seeing it for yourself in person is night and day. It's if think about the movie Cool World. It's like jumping into Cool World every time you put the headset on. That's the best way I can describe it. And if you haven't seen that movie, check it out or look up some YouTube clips of it. All right. So my tips for the if you're gonna get this, you're gonna need to keep it clean. That's the first thing that I noticed. Like after a few people, my daughter's putting on it. She has long hair. People dandruff's getting in it. You're gonna need to be able to clean that lens. So when you're ordering this, order the little microfiber cloths that people use to like clean their glasses off. You want to gonna buy these because you don't want to use some random towel, and because if you end up scratching that lens, that's all she wrote. If you scratch the lens, you pretty much, I'm not gonna say you ruined it, but if it's gonna mess with like the motion sensors and stuff like that inside it. So that's the number one thing to get. Oh man, why isn't my slideshow working? All right. So the number two thing to get, if you have somebody in your household that wears glasses, you're gonna need these little glasses. Even though it comes with like a little glasses protector already in it, that's not something that people that don't wear glasses want to wear because when you put the spacer in for their glasses, it messes with your like your it throws my like my vision off in it when I put it back on. So like if my wife wants to play it or my daughter, who both of those them they wear glasses, so it's the when I try to get it from them and put it on and play something, it pushes my face, my eyes so far back away from the lens where it messes with the vision in it. These right here, they go right over the lens. I've ordered a few of them. They're gonna come with multiple colors. So like my red is gonna be the right and the blue is gonna be my left. So that way they don't get mixed up. So what these do, if somebody has glasses and they're putting it on, it's gonna help prevent the glasses from touching and probably scratching. So that's a must-have, especially if you have somebody in the house that wears glasses. And last but not least, one thing that I've noticed is having that little the head strap that comes with it is horrible. Your neck is gonna start, if you have neck problems especially, you're gonna start feeling it on your neck after about 10, 15 minutes of having it on. And then like switching between people, it's just so hard to adjust. So I would recommend getting a an aftermarket head strap, or you can go with their official one too. If you got the money for it. But I ended up finding an aftermarket one for about $25, I want to say, and that's after I get that. This is something that I looked online and I've seen a lot of people just suggesting this, but that's something that I noticed right away when I with the plan. I went to notice how it kept dragging me forward, weighing my head down. I found myself just having to like sit on the couch and like lean back sometimes just to get some like relief pressure off my neck. But yeah, so far so good with it. This has been my best, personal purchase. I want to say probably in like 3 years since I bought my truck. like as far as buying something and being, satisfied with it and enjoying it. But one thing that I don't like about the device is they force you to log in now with a Facebook account, which that isn't. That's I don't find that cool. Because if you're not the only person in the house using it, you don't need your kids, reading your Facebook messages and whatnot. That's I feel like is a like an invasion of privacy or whatnot. And so to get around that, I would suggest that you make a if you're not going to be the only person using it, make a family account, Facebook account. Name it what you want. It'll just be your Facebook account for this device. So that's how I'm going to end up, getting around that, and hopefully it's not too much of a burden. Just and you can put a passcode in for purchases too. So like after you make a few purchases, you know, before when you set up your purchase, you can set up a pin, so that way your kid can't get on there and just go to buying up $40-$50 video games and stuff like that, or TV shows and stuff on it, because that has happened in the past with my PlayStation until I put that password barrier in there. So those would be my suggestions, and thanks for checking out the video. And I really hope if you haven't experienced this yet, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna regret purchasing this. So thanks everybody, peace out.